Peace and blessings, family. It's me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the awesome and amazing LDBC, the Lions and Broadcasting community. Shout out to Louisiana All-American Sports Network. Last but definitely not least, shout out to the greatest university in the world, the Southern University, home of the mighty Jaguars. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about my prediction for Southern University for their away game against FAMU, after Southern University's impressive homecoming win against Alcorn State. What is my prediction for Southern University against FAMU? First and foremost, before I even go any further in the video, I thought Southern University played extremely well for homecoming. They played, very well, exceptionally well. I got to tip my hat to Noah. I'm not gonna lie, I've been hard on the young man. I've been very critical. I said he was like one of the worst Southern University quarterbacks I've seen, right up there with Marcus Jacoby and Harold Blood. But I'm not gonna lie, he played good Saturday night against Alcorn State. And it wasn't like what he did, it really didn't show up on the stat sheet in terms of like numbers and analytics. But more than anything, he made timely plays. I mean, we knew that Alcorn State run defense was trash going into the game. We knew this. But, you had to make a certain degree of plays from a passing standpoint. And he made timely throws. And in addition to that, he made timely runs. There were a couple instances where he dropped back the pass and no one was open. He took off and he ran and he got the first down. That's how he got hurt on the play he got hurt on. Hopefully he's cleared to play against FAMU, but even if he isn't, I think Xavier Set, I think he'll be ready to play against FAMU. But, hats off to Noah. That's first off. Second of all, in terms of FAMU, I watched him play in the season opener against Norfolk State. And their run defense is, in my opinion, is similar to Alcorn State. And even though I think FAMU, I think offensively they're good, I think defensively they're suspect. And if I was Southern University, the same exact strategy they had against Alcorn State, just basically pound the rock and lean heavily on the running game. And whether it's Noah Barton or whether it's Xavier and ZT Set, I would use the passing game just essentially to complement the running game. I would lean heavily on the running game, and I would use the passing game to complement the running game. And defensively, I'm not going to lie, defensively they were rock solid. Defense played well. Seemed like at times they were trying to, they knew Kelvin Givens would get a good push. That's one thing Southern has done a lot this year. They moved him, from side to side. Like, he wouldn't just be strictly the right end, left end. Because, back in the gap, when Southern had dog defensive ends like Kendall Shello and Joe Williams. Like, whatever side you were on, you were right end or left end. It wasn't like, hey, I'm going to go to strong side, weak side. I'm going to go to this side or that side. Whatever side you played on, that was the side you played on. And they've done an excellent job this season in terms of moving him from side to side. But I think at certain points, Alcorn State, at certain points in the game, seemed like they intentionally tried to go away from him. Then other points in the game, they try to use the fact that they know he's a good pass rusher against him, and they try to use him to over-pursue and get him out of position. But, Kelby played well. I think just defensively overall, Southern played well. I think Horatio Johnson, I think he had like 9 tackles. Either him or Rodney Johnson, one or two of them. All right, so the defense played well, like exceptionally well. But FAMU, I'm not going to lie, FAMU has a very good offense. But even with that being said, I don't think the offense this year is as good as it was last year with Jeremy Musa. And also, like I said, from a defensive standpoint, you could run on them the same way you ran on Alcorn State. So if it was me, of course, Kendrick Grimes, he was the player of the game for homecoming, if you ask me. I think he had like 133 yards, 17 carries. If I'm not mistaken, I think he had 2 touchdowns. He definitely had one big touchdown late in the game that really broke the game open and pretty much put the icing on the cake. So, of course, Kendrick Grimes definitely your feature back. Kobe Dillon had nearly 100 yards against Alcorn State for homecoming also. So, at the end of the day, if I was Southern, the same formula, the same blueprint you used against Alcorn State, I would try to harness that, bottle that up, and bring that to Tallahassee when you play against FAMU. I think this is an excellent test for Southern University. But at the end of the day, I think Southern University is going to beat FAMU. I'll probably say my final score will be 21-17 in favor of Southern. And to me, it seems like at this point in the season, Southern has really found their identity. Run the ball offensively, use the passing game to complement the running game, and play good defense. And I'm not gonna lie, you gotta give a lot of credit to Joshua Griffin. I think he probably the second best kicker in the SWAC. But I think, truthfully speaking, I legitimately think he's an NFL prospect from the standpoint of, he is an NFL leg. Just think about it. Last year against Texas Southern, he made a 54-yard field goal to send that game into overtime and to essentially help win Southern that game against Texas Southern. So I don't care what nobody say. Some people might say I'm wrong. The fact that he comes from the SWAC, whatever the case may be. I think Joshua Griffin is an NFL prospect. And, Kenny Lee fam, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be truthful. He another one. I mean, most of the season, I think he left a lot to be desired. But even with that being said, I think he had a couple good punts Saturday night against Alcorn State. I mean, if he could get to the point of Mr. Goldenfoot, Ruben Beauplans from last year, even though Ruben Beauplans, Mr. Goldenfoot, even though he didn't make all SWAC, I think he probably was the most underrated punter I saw all season last year in the SWAC. So, I think Kenny Lee fam, he needs to step his game up to get on Ruben Beauplans' level. And, for the most part, that's it for this video. If you saw any value in this video, please like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section, subscribe to the channel. Also, click the notification bell so you could be alerted anytime I post any new videos. Go check out my brother channel, Jared 11 Green. On his channel, we do this show called Southern Baller Show every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. This past Sunday, we talked about Southern and Alcorn State. We talked about college football in general. We talked about NFL. For my LDBC family members, we talked about some boxing. We talked about Tim Zoo's embarrassing loss this past weekend. So, go check out my brother's channel. Also, go check out my other brother's channel. Brent Fox, on his channel with his show, is just me starring Brent Fox. Brent Fox is a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so he talks about the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's also a LDBC member like myself. So he is a 20 by 20 series for my LDBC family members where he talks, about, he gives a breakdown of certain upcoming fights. So go check out Brent Fox's channel. Also, go check out my brother, Cadillac Red Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Cadillac Red has two channels. He has his primary channel, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Go check it out. And his backup channel, Supreme Beast After Hours, where himself, our other brother, the other usual suspect, 503 Lion, and myself, we talk about issues from a coach's standpoint and from a parent standpoint on the coach's playbook. So go check it out. And lastly, go check out our brother, the leader at LDBC, the General, 78 Sports TV, his primary channel, 78 Sports TV. But really go subscribe and check out his backup channel, the LDBC General. Hopefully you found value in this video. I'll catch y'all on the rebound. Y'all have a blessed, phenomenal day. Peace and blessings.